Okay, 2.3 part 2. I showed you a couple long division prior. This one is a long division. Only difference is we have trinomial 1, 2, 3 terms for divisor. Let me show you exactly same work. First thing you have to check is power. Third, second, first, 0 power of x. So nothing is missing. Write them down. X to the third, second power, first power, 0th power. Then x squared minus 5x plus 6. Difference is we have 3 terms here. So what? We deal with the 3 terms at a time here. Everything else exactly the same. First term to first term. What do I multiply to x squared to match x cubic? X. Where do I write x? Where the x appears here. So x here, line them up, x. Now you're multiplying by x, multiplying by x, multiplying by x, you're writing in here. X times x squared, x times minus 5x, x times plus 6, L shape, subtracted, first term gone. Minus 1, minus 5, plus 5. Minus 1 plus 5 is plus 4. Minus 14 minus 6 is minus 20. Okay, bring the next term down, which is plus 4, and we're going to continue. First term to first term, what do I multiply to x squared to match it 4x squared? 4. So plus 4, 4 multiply, multiply, multiply. So we got 4 times x squared, 4 times minus 5x, 4 times 6, put a L shape, subtract, gone, gone. 4 minus 24 minus 20. Is that correct? Okay. How do we write this? Quotient plus divisor over, not the divisor, remainder over divisor. That's how you write the answer. I'm just pointing it out. This minus, you can bring it up like that. That's okay writing. That's also okay. Okay, pause the video. Please try. Okay, that's the work. Snuggles. Okay, so if you got this, you good. If you didn't catch that, please take a look at it where your mistake is. Synthetic division. Okay, long division can handle any kind of division. Synthetic division works if the divisor is linear. X has to be first power. Limitation, but a lot easier. So I prefer synthetic division over long division. Okay, find this, divide by this using synthetic division. So let me show you how to set it up. First thing you have to do when you do synthetic division, check the power, just like a long division. Power of x, 5, 4, 3, 2, first power, 0 power. Okay, no power is missing. Very good. Write them down. Only numbers, the coefficient I meant. So 2, minus 4, minus 3, minus 6, minus 5, minus 8. Only coefficient, write them down. Also, when you write down the number on the left, you are making this divisor equal to 0. What am I saying? x minus 3, let that equal to 0. Solve for x equal to 3. That's what you write. So be careful. Biggest mistake is many students start with a minus 3 and get wrong answer. Okay? Then you might say, what do I do? Very easy. Add inside 2 plus nothing, nothing to add. 2 plus nothing is just 2. Okay? Add inside, multiply outside. 2 times 3, 6. Add inside, add. That should be 2. Multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. Add 3. Multiply 9. Add 3. Multiply 9. Add 4. Multiply 12. Add, that's a 4. So calculation wise, you're done. Then you might say, okay, what do I do with all those numbers? That's a remainder. The last number is a remainder. Okay? And the leftover numbers here, here's what you can do. Last number, leave it alone. Then you put the x there, x squared, x to the third, x to the fourth, and just put a plus between. So that's the answer. So you can do 2x to the fourth plus 2x to the third plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 4. That's a quotient. Plus remainder is a 4 over divisor. Divisor is x minus 3. You're dividing by this, x minus 3. Done. A lot easier than long division. I love synthetic division. Okay. So I can ask you to do this. Little difficult, so I'm going to just show it to you. Divide this by this using synthetic division. First thing you have to check is the power of x. Fourth power, third power, first power. Where's the second power? Missing. So be careful. You have to check the power first, and then 4 here, minus 2 here. Second power is missing. You have to fill it up with a 0. If you don't, you're gonna make a mistake there. Then 8 here, minus 10 here. Okay. Okay. This number have to be you have to be careful with that number. Let that divisor equal to 0. Solve for x. X equal to minus 1. So you need to write minus 1 here. So be careful. Then rest of them is exactly the same. Add 4 plus nothing is a 4. Multiply. Add inside. Multiply. Add. Multiply. Add. Multiply. Add. Last number is a remainder. Then what do you do with that? Leave him alone. Pro x there, pro x squared there, pro x to the cubic there. So you write 4x cubic minus 6x squared. If it's a nothing there, throw the plus. 6x plus 2, and you get plus fraction. The remainder goes to the top. Divisor is x plus 1. This is how you write the answer. Of course, you can put the minus in front of the fraction. So that's the answer. Okay, pause the video. Please, you try. And here's my work. You got that, then you know what you're doing. Since this is a 0, so you can do plus 0 over x minus 1, but 0 over, that whole thing becomes 0, so I didn't even write that because remainder was 0. Remainder theorem. If polynomial f of x is divided by x minus c, the remainder is r equal to f of c. You might say, what? Here's what's going on. If, let's say, x minus 3 is a factor, then here's a quotient plus the remainder. F of x equal to. So what they are saying here is, if you plug it in x value as 3, if you plug in x value as 3, that's 3 minus 3, that becomes 0. So 0 times whatever, the whole thing becomes 0. So when you plug in x value as 3, f of 3 equal to remainder when you divide this by x minus 3. I don't know if that makes any understanding any easier. So you might say, what? Come again? Maybe it's easier if I explain with the explanation, the example. So here, question is like this. For f of x equal to all the following, find f of 3 using synthetic substitution. Okay, let's forget about synthetic substitution. If I ask you, for f of x equal to following, find f of 3. Isn't 3 value of x? So when I ask you, find f of 3, what are you supposed to do with 3? Plug it in for x. So if I ask you to find f of 3, wherever x appears, you can just plug it in 3. Plug it in 3. Plug it in 3 for x. Isn't that how you calculate f of 3? Yes. Can I just put that into the calculator to get the answer? Yes. If you do that, you will get 4 as an answer. Okay, if you calculate all that, type that thing into the calculator, you get 4. Okay, here it's introducing, you can use a synthetic division to find that 4. Now you might say, how? Just do synthetic division. So check the power, 5, 4, 3, 2, first, 0 power. So I'm going to set it up as a synthetic division. So 2 minus 4 minus 3 minus 6 minus 5 minus 8. Okay, one thing you have to be careful is x value is 3. Do you remember in previous steps you have to solve for x? Like if it was x minus 1, you have to let that equal to 0, x solve for x equal to 1, then you have to use 1. Well, we gave you value of x here, which is 3. So don't get confused. X is 3. You might say, what do I do then? Just use 3. Okay, be careful. X is 3, just use 3 as it is, and all you have to do is just synthetic division. Add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, and that's the answer. That's exactly the same as this. Okay? So that's one way to get f of 3 using synthetic substitutions. When I ask you using synthetic substitution, you need to show me synthetic substitution like this. So that's application, what we do with the synthetic division. Oh, there was a word there.